Hello everybody, this is your instructor Emil Niculescu, and this week is about chapter 8. So what exactly are you supposed to read in chapter 8? I usually give you quick tips to kind of skip over things and just to maximize your time. So I would definitely read job search section, especially where it talks about job related employment websites like monster.com, usajobs.gov, because you're going to use it for this week's assignment. Then I would read carefully what an application, semi carefully, because we're not working on an application letter or cover letter, but you should read it just to kind of get ready for next week. Then I would definitely read carefully the sample cover letter, and then definitely the resume, right? What are the different sections of a resume? So the resume, as you know from Glassdoor.com, has different sections: contact information, career objective, education, work experience, military service if applicable, computer literacy, like what kind of computer systems you can use, specialized skills, honors, and rewards. Well, this week we're gonna focus on work experience. Okay, right here, this section right here. So I would definitely read this very carefully because it relates to our exercise this week. And then traditional resume, I would definitely look at the two types of resumes. The traditional, which is based on time. You go from most recent work experience to the oldest. But also the functional resume is important because it concentrates on skills. And essentially, when you're working for somebody, they want to know what you can do, not so much with your history, right? So that's also very useful. Also, a very useful section is scannable resume. The fact is that people don't send letters, cover letters or resumes via envelopes. Everything is submitted online. So you want to make your resume look something like this, in the future. Something very simple, no fancy stuff. And this is also very easy to create, right? Because I always felt like when I use a template and from Microsoft Word that it was just really difficult to create different sections. I don't know why. So I decided that from now on, I'm just gonna create a very clean, no frills type of resume like you see here. So basically, this is what you're supposed to read for this week. Now, for the exercise, what you're supposed to do. So, for the exercise, I give you a template as usual. So these are instructions. Your task is to find a job you're working towards in school through one of the popular job sites such as monster.com. Identify general description, session responsibilities, qualifications in that job, I should say. In that job ad. Then create a table like the one below with two columns. Okay, so what are you supposed to do? Okay, so let's say you go to monster.com. Okay, I'm already in monster.com right here. And I entered, for my keywords, I entered automotive technician CarMax job. Okay, and I pulled up a job in Puyallup, Washington. This is on the way to Seattle, I'm sure you know. And so I pulled up the job description, right? So you're supposed to go, so the point of the exercise, you're going to build the work experience section of a resume, okay? You're not creating the whole resume, just the work section using my template. But first you must find what is the most important part of a job ad. It's where they ask about essential responsibilities, right? And for this particular job, what are the essential responsibilities of a auto technician at CarMax? Diagnose, repair vehicles to ensure customers can drive away. Work as a part of the team. And basically what you're supposed to do, you copy this in the left column of this table. Look, I put it here. I also put general description, again copied from that job ad. But I also copied the first job responsibility: diagnose and repair vehicles to ensure customers can drive away feeling safe. And what are you supposed to do? What is your contribution? Is this just a assignment about copying and pasting? No. Um, then on the right column, you're supposed to basically kind of echo what their what the job responsibility is saying with your own experience. Okay, so I'm gonna pretend that I'm a automotive student at Mount Hood Community College, and I'm gonna be thinking like, okay, so CarMax is using for somebody who diagnosed repair vehicles to ensure customer can drive away. Okay, what have I done in school? Well, in fact, I diagnosed and repaired 10 Ford vehicles according to safety standards, right? So I created this part right here, okay? I created this part, right? But basically using the language on the left side, right? So you see I diagnosed, repaired, but not exactly, right? 10 Ford vehicles, that's not in a job ad. That's something that I uh, created, right? Because yes, indeed, in my program, I did fix 10 Ford vehicles. You know, I mean, I'm pretending. Obviously, I'm not a car mechanic, right? But according to safety standards, right? So that's basically the same thing that it's on here. To ensure customers can drive away feeling safe and at ease. That's the phrasing from the job ad. But I changed it to my own according to safety standards. That's basically the same thing, but I'm using my own language. So the idea is like you're not just copying and pasting, right? That you use some of your creativity to create this work experience language, right? And basically, this week you're not supposed to create a resume, just this table. And then the right part of that table, you can then use to create a resume for in the next weeks, right? Because eventually you will have to turn in a resume, right? But I'm just kind of taking you baby steps through this process, right? I'm basically making you to create the section work experience, which is probably the hardest section of a resume, you know, because education is just like, well, you list your school and GPA and whatever. Oh, contact information, again, it's easy, no brain, right? What else? You know, other sections in there. You know, certificates. Again, you just list the certificate and the dates when you got it or something. What type of cert, right? So those sections are not as hard as the work experience, which requires a little more creativity, right? But it doesn't have to be hard if you follow, if you steal, quote unquote, the language from an actual job ad. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do, okay? So, I hope it's clear. If it's not clear, I highly recommend that you send me an email. If you're even slightly confused, please do that. It's very important. So, so you can complete this successfully. Okay? Take care. Bye.